That was terrible.
That was crap. That was garbage. This place sucks.
Overreaction
Monday
on a Tuesday.
I didn't step on it. That's now, I think, 3 in a row. I'm on a roll by not stepping on that.
All right, let's go fast. Everybody good?
We're good. Yeah,
Great to see you. Guys, selectively aggressive. Won't be any better than all in for the Cowboys offseason.
You're referring to Stephen Jones saying that the Dallas Cowboys are going to be selectively aggressive in free agency, which is, I would say, at least for you, TJ, it is better than all in for the Cowboys. That it's going to be at least somebody. And it's better than being indiscriminately aggressive, don't you think?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah. I think the Cowboys learned from last year. I just cannot wait to get to Indianapolis to find out what they are thinking on that front.
They haven't learned anything.
I think they have.
I'm with you,
No,
TJ,
I think they have.
I don't know, man.
I'm looking at the glass half full
No,
here.
you're not, because you are praying for another
No, I'm
all
not.
in to come out of this man's mouth to give us something
Dude.
to talk about for the next year.
No,
so
I-
you're
I-
praying for
I
this.
cannot wait.
Chris, am I lying?
I cannot wait for what you hear about the Cowboys this week while you're in Indy.
Can I just state on the record here, for everybody to hear and see, I would prefer the Cowboys to be in the playoffs. It's better. It's more fun. It's
I don't
more
know.
intense.
I think it's more fun for you guys for them to be ass clowns.
No.
Well, it's not as non-fans, yes, maybe.
But I think being selectively aggressive, that means they're going to identify somebody and go get them and pay them. Pay them. And go ahead and pay them. James Cook, that would be a nice answer. Go get him. Put him a star on the side of the helmet and go.
Whoa, hey,
Great.
Go get him. That's fun.
While we have a Hall of Fame size hole at guard.
Go get him.
That's where you got to
I don't know.
put your emphasis right now.
Maybe James Cook ain't the guy. You go draft Ashton Genty if you can. I just think it's going to be better than all. They did nothing last year. They're not going to do nothing again. They're going to be selectively aggressive. What else, Chris?
Rich, we know this part of the year is all about the quarterbacks. We're talking so much about Shador and Cam Ward and Jackson Dart. One guy we are not talking about is going to throw in Indianapolis, and reports coming out he played all of last season with a torn oblique. Quinn Ewers will be the third quarterback drafted in April.
That's an overreaction. Maybe true, but right now it's overreaction. Played with a torn oblique all year, huh?
Hurt himself against Michigan and then played the whole year with it.
Dude, Michigan screwed him up, huh?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? He screwed Michigan up all day.
He did.
With that torn oblique. It's just kind of crazy. Why wouldn't they go to Arch if his oblique is torn?
I think he's going to rip it at the combine.
I hope so.
He's going to have an awesome pro day, and
That
we're
would be
going to start
great.
talking ourselves into, does somebody trade up for Quinn Ewers?
Okay. Okay.
said
I
what?
just still think it's an overreaction.
Rich, you said why they didn't go to Arch?
Yeah, right.
They don't want me to have a boat.
Okay.
It's clear.
But good for him playing through it. And I think that may help him move up a draft board or what have you. I still think it's Jackson Dart that'll be third one off the board, but we'll see. There's lots between now and then. Chris?
Rich, yesterday on the Overreaction Monday podcast, which is still out there, wherever you get your podcast, and
Nice.
on our YouTube channel, I gave you the player I identified as entering 2025 with the most to prove.
Mm-hmm.
I said that's Kyler Murray. Rich, the head coach who fits this bill, Sean McDermott enters 2025
Get outta
as the
here.
coach with the most
Get
to prove.
out of here.
His quarterback is MVP. Why don't they win? Maybe it's the coach's
Look
fault.
at you. That's absurd.
Wait a minute, you really think Kyler Murray has more to prove than anybody?
No, he's saying that's the player who's got
quarterback.
the most to prove more than anybody, and you could seek my response to that.
Laying breadcrumbs.
That I pointed out to him. I'll just give you an idea.
Just dropping
that
breadcrumbs everywhere.
I was sounding it out, mostly agreeing with him until I remembered the name of the guy that he is going to pound the drum on once he makes the most money in the history of the National Football League, and Brock Purdy. And he goes, "Yeah, actually, that's right." So I had him disprove himself. Please listen and watch that pod. It's just delightful, actually, to watch that whole process play out.
Not to interrupt, you're saying Brock Purdy's going to sign the biggest deal?
Yeah, can we focus on Sean McDermott here?
Come on, man. Come on.
This guy's on the hottest of hot
He's not
seats.
that's absurd. It's
Hottest of hot
absurd.
seats.
It is absurd. They damn near knocked off the Chiefs in the AFC,
Hold on a
as we all
second.
know.
Wait, did they?
They didn't.
Oh, got
I
it.
understand that.
Have they ever beaten the Chiefs in the playoffs, TJ? Quick.
No.
Nope.
Okay. Brian Schottenheimer's got nothing to prove. Nothing to prove. Zero to prove.
Not expecting anything out of Brian Schottenheimer.
Are you serious? The Dallas Cowboys are...
Nobody's expecting anything out of
Zero.
Brian
The guy makes the least amount of money in the league, and he's got no resources.
I have a feeling that members of the media in our business will be selectively aggressive when it comes to holding him to account. Overreaction. What else you got, Christopher?
All right, last one. We just had a Lakers governor, Jeannie Buss, here.
Yes.
And I'm watching a little bit of college basketball, and I'm seeing what's going on in Storrs, Connecticut. Dan Hurley has to regret not taking the Lakers job.
Good one, man. I don't know.
They've got Luka now.
I know.
Yeah.
They're probably going to win the West.
That's not a bad one. But
he didn't have this information when he turned the job
when
down.
Come on.
When it all does come down to it, though, I think it was just a West Coast, East Coast sort of a situation.
Like Biggie and Pac.
But can we put a pin in this? And
it was 80 degrees yesterday.
Excuse me.
Sure was, baby.
When the UConn men eventually go on their run, you could take down the music, sir. When the UConn men eventually go on their run to a Final Four again this year that nobody's seeing coming because they're UConn and it's Dan Hurley and it's just them. Let's revisit that. If he goes 3 in a row or has a nice run again, he didn't see Luka coming. Nobody did. Zero people did. Jeannie Buss just left here saying she found out 2 weeks before that it was possible. Nobody saw it coming.
Chill out, bro. Like relax.
But he's also an East Coast guy, and as you know, I think he and his wife like to stay out there. So very good. Good stuff, Chris. That's not a bad one. I like the way your mind thinks sometimes. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.